I was thinking, who cares about tall people? And I think the immediate obvious answer, and the people you really have by the balls, is the Guinness Book of World Records. So, on your 28th birthday, once you hit 8'2", you're beating out Sultan Kosin, currently the world's tallest living man at 8'2". This is where you have to really get Guinness World Records over and explain to them that you are going to continue to grow. This is not a one-time thing. Because what's going to happen going forward is you're going to break the tallest living man record. There's a lot of other records you're going to beat. You're going to beat another couple records that Sultan Kosin has. He has biggest hands, largest feet.
I think those records are kind of cheating at that point.
Right, but they're in the book, and the Guinness Book of World Records is going to get kind of, you're going to be about half of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just choose a body part, right?
Yeah, you can choose any body part, like largest gait.
Technically, at every point in time, aren't you basically just constantly breaking records if you're continuously growing too? So like that's going to cost them like a lot on printing.
Right. So what you pretty much have like a guarantee thing. Like you can guarantee them like probably like 15 new records, like at least like every month. So you really got to get this sponsorship with Guinness Book of World Records because they're pretty much the only people going to pay you to just be a big old boy.
But at some point, you're going to lose your appeal, right? If you just keep on getting printed in the Guinness Book over and over again.
Right. So that's kind of how I broke this down. So I think your world record time is in your inconvenient times when you're between 10 and 25 feet tall. So you basically have this world records guy following you around and your convoy is going to get a little wacky. You're no longer particularly mobile. You don't really fit into normal buildings. You can't get on a train or like a car. You kind of have to do it like Cars movie style where you have a tractor trailer that you like hang out in the back end and like that drives you around.
But also you'll have super long legs, so you don't really need a car, right? Like people,
I think that's only true once you're about like. There's a point where that's still not true, where you're tall enough that you can't actually be transported by most means of transport, but you can't just like stride everywhere yet.
Yeah, like even if you're 15 feet tall, like you're maybe like 4 or 5 times faster than a regular person. Yeah. So it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to have a tough time getting around. So you're gonna need this convoy with you, and I think you're just gonna be like hanging out primarily like for sleeping. Like you're gonna hang out primarily like warehouses, like boatyard type things. No more hotels for you, unless I guess some lobbies are pretty big.
Are you just, hold on, warehouses, are you just breaking into warehouses?
I think you're gonna have to rent them out, like.
Okay. Because I don't know how you subtly get into a warehouse when you're 15 feet tall.
There's one thing I think, regarding sleeping, there's one important note I put here. You're gonna have to make a stop in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Why? That's very random.
Because a few years back, the company Yogibo presented a 211-foot beanbag chair.
Ooh.
It's perfect.
You have to
a
do
local
that.
Establishment. So you basically have to grab this as your one and only bed that's going to be made for you.
That's like the one requirement.
This company would definitely sponsor you, right? To just like hang out in their beanbag chair?
Oh, yeah. And this is my segue here. So you've got this world record thing. This is your shtick for like about 10, 15 years. After a certain point, nobody cares. Like you have your own section of the Guinness Book of World Records. It's like all the 30 records that you've broken. Like, you're going to have the highest dunk. You could have the longest frisbee throw. You're going to be real strong. All, like, heaviest aircraft pulled. You're going to be able to pull any aircraft.
It's weirdly specific.
I guess you'd be useful in, like, the construction world, right?
You are a crane.
Yeah.
Right. So I think right around, when you're about 46 years old, 25 to 40 feet, I think you kind of switch gears. I think the easiest thing for you to do is to become an internet sensation. So you already have all these records. Like, you have the pedigree. And you're just going to be fucking interesting to watch. Like, if you run a blog, everyone's going to tune in to see what the giant guy's doing.
Yeah, you can have, like, a live feed 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. And I think what my shtick would be is I think you could go around the Midwest because, one, it's pretty warm. You don't want to have to pay to, like, heat, like, a warehouse or anything. That shit gets expensive very quickly. And you're going to go around the Midwest, and you're going to start collecting all those giant novelty items. Like in the world's largest chair. Like, you're just going to go sit in it and take a picture, and it's going to be, like, 1 million likes.
That's really good.
And this is really how you're going to support yourself.
So one thing on that front that I actually, because I thought about some of these issues, you're going to have someone else who actually writes the blog and takes the picture and everything, because you will not be able to operate any electronics.
That is a good point.
Yes.
You have very large hands.
You're going to need a bit of a crew that you're going to gather over time.
It doesn't really need to be a big crew, right? Just someone to
There's a few people
camera.
you're going to need. You're going to need your social media manager. I think that's going to be a full-time job.
That's important.
Oh, yeah.
You're bringing your Guinness World Record guy who's going to come with you and, verify all your records. You're going to need a tailor. No one is making clothes in your size. The big and tall stops at, regular big and regular tall.
I mean, you could just go nude.
No.
That's going to be problematic for your media
Ain't no one want to see that.
Ain't nobody wants that.